All right. So he's still mad. Why? Okay, the Lakers. All right. All right. So of course, we gotta make these trades, man. So KD, as much as he our franchise player, he make 50 mil. Devin Book make 50 mil. All right. So to get some people on the team, we have to make some moves, and we just gonna go with the young guys. That's what I want to do. Go with the young guys. So of course, I need to offload some bigger contracts. Now, paying Grayson 15 mil, I'm pretty sure you can find a replacement. But let's start small with Nick Richards. All right, you're getting a shooter. We're trying to get Drive Capital back. Okay, and they need some centers. You know what's crazy? We need a center too. I would have preferred like a shooting center, but that's really not that bad. I wonder if we could just get a championship this year. All right. Now, Mitchell Robinson is a little better player for a little cheaper. Okay. So now we got Ryan Dunn. We keeping him. He's a rookie. We still got backup. Miles Plumlee. Monte Morris as a backup. That's really not a bad option. Stanley Dunk 80. I think he's going to turn into something. But let's see what he's worth. Okay. Quentin Post. He's a little older. He can shoot that ball, though. Oh, we can still get Quentin Post. And that's what we're going to do. Give him a little second round. All right. Now we upped our centers. Of course, you want to. I might go be crazy enough to start Mitchell Robinson. 'Cause on paper, it's all about how it looks on paper. All right, he's on the lead. Damian Lee. I want to say Ball Ball's on a 1 year deal. Yeah, yeah. So we gotta flip these 1 years into something long term. That's another goal. But let's see what people want for KD. Heavens, no. I don't like that either. I don't like that. I don't like that. Trae Young, we need a cornerstone piece. Can you get Ja? Nah, they're not giving him Ja. Can we get Jalen Brown? Nah, they're not giving up Jalen. Can we get Harden? Harden for Devin Booker and KD is kind of crazy. What about Harden? Okay, but that doesn't move the needle. Yeah, that doesn't move the needle. Okay, we might be stuck. All right, and this is the last one. I think this is the better trade. We got solidified small forward. KD will probably play power forward. Tyler Hero can play the shooting guard. Brady Beal can still play that too. So we can do it. The back door. Try to trade Wiggins. We can't. So um, so we basically broke down Devin Booker's trade. So we got some shooters now. I feel like it's gonna work a little better. I still feel like we need a little more defense. But let's see how this looks on paper. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of shooting. Okay, Tyler Hero, Beal, and I don't think he starts no more. But have Wiggins come off the bench?
Up next, the Clippers taking on the Suns. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they start their season off in front of a raucous home crowd. They are amped up and ready to tip things off right. Suns, Clippers is next. We'll be right back. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the... And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Durant is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Bojan Bogdanovic is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Bogdanovic. And here's Leonard from 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start this season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture. And
so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And here's KD for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Now, Kevin Durant is a competitor. You love the edge, and you love the answers.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Rob and I were able to chat. Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Harden against Hero. It's Harden with the drive. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from KD. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Pass to Robinson. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Carries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Powell with the steal. Nice move. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule.
And Bradley Beal is going to stretch out a defense with that kind of range.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Got a piece of it. Beal deciding where to go with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, Hero. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. They've been looking to upgrade their backcourt, and with the opportunity to land Devin Booker, it was top priority to bring his incredible skill set, scoring, and mindset to the organization. There's lots of exciting things happening for this team and their entire fan base. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this move with Devin Booker evolves this franchise.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's done in for Bogdanovich. Bridges is checked in for the Suns. Now, here's Bridges. Robinson. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Not wasting no time to let that one rip.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1. Beal, that's for 2. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Hero against Harden. Outside Leonard shoots the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Here's Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harden left side. And the jam by Harden.
We're pretty deep into his career, but James Harden still showing his skills.
Hero passes to Beal. Back to Hero from the arc. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And Phoenix looking to big. On the floor. They've got O'Neal. Tyler Hero out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Bridges. And it's Post in at the center position. Clippers leading by 4. Good work there as it goes.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Well, Phoenix shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And Zubac is proving that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in the perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. The shot's good. Zubac has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Beal kicks to O'Neal. Puts up a 3. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by O'Neal. Beal's got 8 points.
Beal loves the fire off to catch.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons plays it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Simmons. Coffee. From outside, off the mark. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And a wide open look for Hero. Cans the shot from the wing.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Amir Crawford. Bogdanovich comes in for Chris Dunn. And it's James Harden in for Simmons. Wiggins is checked in for Phoenix. Washington comes in for Tyler Hero. O'Neal finds Washington. Here's Post. O'Neal with it. Leonard picks him up. Pass to Post. Clock at 6. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Apparently, you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much. Their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now here's Jones. Trying to foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
He just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Zubac. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Wiggins passes to Beal. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers leading by 9. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Harden. Leonard against O'Neal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. And it's done in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
Harden against Washington. There's Beal with the three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the triple.
Oh.
Wiggins with the rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
From deep Washington. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
Hey, on, this is my first game with this team. I don't play quick match.
Tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front? Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Suns.
You can see that game plan.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Hart.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
It takes a lot to dominate a game without shooting lights out, but that's exactly what he was able to do with his play on the glass.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Harden. It's good. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Leonard kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Most has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this league would look like if he was on.
People like to debate, Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Guys, never want to react, bro.
His offense alone would have him among the league's top players, but his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Clippers leading by 9, and it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue.
Start it.
He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Number 1, Grayson Allen. And, of course, Norman Powell.
what shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of force. They'd probably be draining shots from the midcourt.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
There's Hero with the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Hero's got 7.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Pass to Zubac. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by the Suns. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hero passes to Wiggins. Fires the 3. Hero no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Leonard finds Powell. And he banks it away.
That's crazy.
5 points in the game.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Leonard.
2 minutes remaining.
Powell the pass to Harden. Harden with the stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Durant for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Leonard no luck.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Hero kicks to O'Neal. Here's Robinson. Pass to Durant. A three-pointer. Wiggins buries the long-range jumper. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Zubac against Robinson. Outside Leonard. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wiggins. Fast break. Here come the Suns. There's Hero with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Leonard. Leonard shooting him up inside.
Get your popcorn out. We've seen this movie before. Kawhi not letting up now on the offensive end.
O'Neal sets the screen for KD. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Durant's got 6 points.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Leonard. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And Kawhi Leonard will gladly take that look.
O'Neal passes to Wiggins. Off target from 3-point range. Leonard from deep 3-point land. That one no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor for the Suns. Tyler Hero out there with Durant. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Bull. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And Jones has it in the corner. From deep Harden. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game.
Get a fucking board.
Since halftime.
Simmons with it. Bridges covering. And that one good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Durant the pass to Bol. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Left side, Jones. Pass to Dunn. Harden kicks to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 9.
Ah, fuck.
Outside Durant takes a 3. They get it back. Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Simmons. Word comes in for Derek Jones.
It ain't just about me, it's about us. What we gonna be is trust, the love, the cuss. Look, I did it.
And it's Powell in for Chris Dunn. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, we heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team.
That's a hell of a shot.
I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
All right, to the end. 2 minutes. Come back.
So it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 13-point game.
Come on, 2K.
Bogdanovich wide open. Off target from outside.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
So, they're not that good.
This one for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Bol with it. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 11 on the basket from Kevin Durant.
Kevin has been around the league a long time, so super smart around the basket to rise up and finish.
Here's Leonard.
Good block.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
Let's go, any injury.
Jones checked in for the Clippers.
Number 55.
Really come back.
Derek Jones Jr.
Powell, no one around him. And against the Clippers.
Oh.
Suns trail by 11. Outside, Hero. Screen by Bol.
Come on, make a fucking shot.
Defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Robinson with the block.
How you get the ball? Yo, this shit is so fake, bro. I blocked the shit. I'm taller than him. He still gets the ball. It's insane.
No good from Zubac.
Good defense, though.
The Suns have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins dishes the Bol. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last
Yeah, we
one
lost,
tonight.
man.
Clippers leading by 11.
This should be cheating, bro.
Just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the fans.
At every opportunity, they manage to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
KD, that's for 2. Kicks it out to Hero. Jackson coming off the assist from KD.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. He want to hit
KD,
shots.
Fantastic at moving the ball and then working it to his
First game, though.
Powell for 3.
Man,
They get it again. Outside.
that is 2 people jumping. He get the board.
A 3 from Bogdanovich.
Cash.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Impressive job by
And then they got
the
immaculate
coaches,
defense.
and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage. Thank you, David. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
I'm gonna lie, Clippers is actually a good team. And with the pickup of Bogdanovic, it's fine. What I know is I gotta get. Nah, I was playing Jalen Bridges a lot. That's probably what it was. So unfortunately, Jalen Bridges, I might sign you and just trade you. But I don't even think I can do that. But let me see if I could. Yeah, I got 15 players, so I don't think they'll let me. Now it's start. Make some plays. I think that's really what it was. All this pick and roll stuff. Pick and roll options. Like, delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Definitely delete that. Delete these handles. Not that one. That's cool. Oh, mid-ranges? Hell no. Delete all these mid-ranges. Pick and roll? Do you need that many pick and rolls? Mm-hmm. Okay, that creates space. Definitely that. Definitely that. Definitely that. Definitely that. I like that. Definitely that. Now let's add some plays. that. Shot some three-pointers. Alright. We're gonna win this next game. How? I don't know. Well, we're gonna try.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Some crafty veterans on both of these rosters, Clark. How do you see that impacting the game?
Well, BA, it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You got a roster full of high IQ players.
Wow.
They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
Freezes. Okay.
Here's Doncic. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. They've got Kevin Durant. Tyler Hero is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's
well, at least I don't got no bid, so.
Position. On the attack, Hero. Count it.
And just took it to the hole and finished through the bump. Hero knew there was going to be some contact and still converted.
Reeves against Beal. Vanderbilt, a screen on Beal. Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Pass to Dunn. Doncic against Hero. Robinson, a screen on Doncic. Hero, the pass to Robinson. Comes up empty.
He misses that?
And here are the Lakers. Poke loose. Now here's Doncic.
Why are you doubling for?
Buries it from three.
Switch back. What the fuck?
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of local legend, three-time basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career.
It's like the defense just move out the way for him. I really don't get it.
Will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
Maybe I gotta control that shit. All right.
An all-time great. Okay, Shams, thank you.
At the line for Los Angeles.
That's good from Doncic. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for fourth most in NBA history, Clark.
BA is so special. The thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
That shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Robinson passes to Durant. Will it go? Rebounded
Just
by the
go. Why are you pump faking?
1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track. Chalk up 2 there. An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Beal from outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.D. Redick. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Doncic on the wing. Spins. Scores off the spin. Doncic has got 8.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Left side Durant. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
James outside. Back to Doncic. It's not going to go for him. Suns trail by 6. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Beal's shot is off. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Shot is good by Reeves.
I just love the ball.
Phoenix has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Beal. James with the ball. Beal picks him up. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Well, Phoenix is shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Screen by Robinson. There's the 3. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to James. It's good.
Well, he can't guard him.
Got 6 points.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then it's Connect. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Finney Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Wright finds Durant. Back to Wright for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Wright's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Finney Smith. Vincent outside. Bol grabs the board. Suns trail by 7. Durant with it. Picked up by Reeves. Here's Beal. Bol, the pass to Beal. No good on 3. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Here's Connect. Left side, Finney Smith.
The fact that he gets the board with somebody in front of him is crazy, bro.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
You got handles, okay.
Outside Durant. This one for 3.
KD!
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You don't want to drop again.
As much as 10. They come into this one.
What a switch. What the fuck?
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant, and it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Vincent can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a
I think people is decent.
Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame.
You can't catch an alley either, dude.
LeBron during the summer in training.
I'm trading. I'm about to
certainly
trade
hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
The shot by Reeves, no good. Suns trail by 10.
Let's capitalize on all these misses, bro.
Pass to Iguodaro. Back to Beal. Takes the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary and fantastic Lakers girl.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Finney Smith. James comes in for Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal's checked in. Hachimura in the post. Iguodaro grabs a miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. I know he's frustrated about that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. James passes to Vanderbilt. This James on the wing. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And that's a foul.
Wow, that could be a steal, bro.
That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
Substitution for the Suns, number 8, Grayson.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Suns trail by 4. The 3 ball. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. Allen defending. Inside.
Oh, shit.
There's the strength of the king.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
They set the screen. Allen, the pass to Wright. Takes a three. Rebounded by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Connect. Kicks it to Doncic.
He made that pass?
Doncic.
Fuck this. I will never make that. Well, any player.
NBA.